Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The CNMI pays respect to all veterans and military families. Also tonight, Congressman KILILI SABLAN speaks out on the FBI raid. And community members share what this day means specifically to each and every one of them. In sports, call your friends, tell them ITNE is connected to the finals. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
"48 hours. That's all we get in a week. But those 48 hours, we try to make them last forever. How? By filling in fast with all the right stuff. With a lot of laughter, a little drama, some adventure, and a whole lot of love."
Dad, Mom's here.
It happens pretty quick,
Bye, Dad.
but it's cool. Because the rest of the week, we talk about our plans
You want to go to the beach?
on how to make the next 48 hours last us a lifetime.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Hafa Day, Tirwami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, November 11th, 2019. A tribute for veterans and military families of the CNMI was held this morning at the American Memorial Park. Our Sally Lemus tells us more.
Government officials and the community gathered this morning to honor the veterans and service members of the Marianas.
Veterans and service members, committing yourself to serve in the military was a brave and selfless act. One that resulted in few guarantees where you might be assigned, whether and where you might deploy, and in some cases, if you would return in one piece or at all. You left your families and your homes for not for the recognition we bestow on you today. You stood up to protect our country and maintain our way of life. America can sleep peacefully at night, thanks to your service.
The highlight of the ceremony was the laying of the wreath, which was led by Lieutenant Governor Arnold Palacios, Mayor David Apatang, and Congressman Gregorio KILILI SABLAN. A 21-gun salute by the U.S. Army Reserve then followed, honoring all those who have served and continue to serve our nation.
Today is specifically very important for me regarding the sacrifices of my fellow comrades throughout the services in the Department of Defense, for the sacrifices that they've made. I'm also very appreciative to live and reside in a nation that appreciates its veterans, much more so than many other nations in the world. Very important day, very important for me to be here in Saipan. So thank you so much for observing that with us and for us, and all the appreciation that everyone shares with us as veterans. Thank you.
The community is urged to continue to honor veterans and their families throughout the whole month.
I think back to a saying, John F. Kennedy, and when he was talking about how we honor veterans, that the highest form of appreciation is in is not just in the words that we express, and it's important to thank veterans and of course their families for their service and their sacrifice, but also in the things that we do, and in enjoying the freedoms that they work to protect, and in living our lives as good citizens, volunteering in our communities, exercising our rights to vote and to speak freely. These are all important ways to honor the service of all our men and women in the armed forces, and those who have completed their service and come home to return to their communities.
I'm Sally Lemis reporting for KSPN News.
In a proclamation signing, Governor Ralph Torres declared November as CNMI Veterans and Military Families Month, and our Sally Lemis was there to capture it.
The entire month of November has been dedicated to honor veterans who have served our nation. In the Commonwealth, there are more than 1,000 service members and veterans, and some were also present during the proclamation signing.
We don't know the sacrifices that you do, but we truly appreciate every one of you and the family. So again, on behalf of myself, our family, and the community, we want to thank all our veterans for your sacrifices, and even those that are still in the armed forces.
The CNMI also recognizes the family of our brave service members who too have had their share of sacrifices. November 11th was first known as Armistice Day, where the United States commemorated the end of the conflict of World War I at the 11th hour, at the 11th day of the 11th month. On June 1, 1954, Congress then changed the name of the holiday to Veterans Day to honor veterans of World War II and Korea. Reporting for KSPN, I am Sally Lemis.
And people are hitting the beach to celebrate those who have served in the United States Armed Forces. KSPN heads to Sugar Dock to see what Veterans Day means to those in the community.
Happy Veterans Day!
Veterans Day is a day where we celebrate our troops and their sacrifice for our nation, and I think it's a well-deserved day for everyone who has done so much for our community.
I just want to thank the people out there for fighting for our freedom, all those military that are inactive now. May God bless them and keep them safe and bring them back home to their family.
Enjoy the beach and have fun with the family. Yeah, that's about it. I actually just came from bush cutting and I'm not done. So that's how I'm enjoying my Veterans Day.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
It's a day where a lot of people died and we have to celebrate it to remember them, you know.
All the veterans?
Yes.
Veterans Day to me means that we honored the men and women who fought for our country, and today we'll be celebrating with some of my mom's friends here, having a picnic, and yeah.
What does Veterans Day mean to you, and how are you guys celebrating? You guys, it looks like some delicious food cooking up.
Yes, some ribs, chicken, hot dog, and bring the family to the beach.
That's how you guys are celebrating. What does Veterans Day actually mean to you?
Honoring the veterans who serve in the military.
Happy Veterans Day!
The FBI executed search warrants throughout the island starting last Thursday at the governor's office and other buildings associated with government officials, including Imperial Pacific International. At the Marina Heights 1 building in Puerto Rico, FBI agents were inside the building Thursday and Friday of last week. This is the building where the offices of the legal counsel for IPI are located. And early Saturday morning, the FBI returned custody of the MH1 building to IPI. KSPN reached out to Congressman Gregorio KILILI SABLAN for comment on the FBI raid, and here is what he has to say.
I'll say this, it is sad. It is sad, and it's embarrassing as well. But anyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty, and so I am not going to presume that those people who have been questioned, for example, are guilty. But I also encourage anyone in the Marianas who knows anything about any abuse, misuse, misappropriation of office, especially those of us, should speak out, and just don't make things up. Don't let the community rumors run this thing. It's not fair to those who are under being questioned right now, because they are innocent until proven guilty. But it is sad, and I expect to come back to DC, and I'll be asked what's going on, and I can tell them the only thing I know is what you guys print. I get my news really from the news on this one issue.
Information has still not been released as to why the FBI are on Saipan executing the search warrants. Stay with KSPN as we bring you updates. Coming up, we check out the island's biggest fundraising event of the year. You won't want to miss this after the break.
We all face challenges with our roofs flying off, and what we did is we used our connection with our service to connect with the world, to show the challenges that it is real. ITNE was definitely there for me, my family, my friends when we most need it. Half a day, my name is Jerry Diaz. I'm in the network that works.
Watch the Visitors Channel online, on time, anytime at saipantv.com. Where to go, what to see, what to do, restaurants, spas, activities, and culture, it's all in one place, in high definition on your mobile device. saipantv.com. Check it out.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The American Red Cross hosted one of the biggest fundraising events on island over the weekend, and we were there to capture it. Here is a Sights and Sounds by photojournalist Delbert Camacho.
This is definitely the biggest event of the year. It is Latin Night here at American Red Cross Club 200, and we'll see what's going to be happening.
We have a big turnout tonight. We have over 1,000 people here, and we have a great theme, Latin Nights, and it's for a good cause. I can't say how grateful enough I am for everybody to come out and support the Red Cross. It really means a lot to us.
Could you tell us what is your
afterwork? Oh, okay. So what I'm wearing is kind of like a traditional Latino Spanish outfit. So as you can see the ruffles, and I'm also wearing a fan, and it matches my dress. And then I have to put my hair on the side, yes, and with hibiscus flower.
What am I? Oh, I'm a hot chica, baby, and here to have some fun.
So I just try to stick with the Latin theme, just like flames. They like to show a little bit of skin. Because I like to consider myself a little Latin.
You are dressed as Selena tonight. Yeah, exciting. Muy emocionante. She was our idol as a Chicana, she came out and really had a strong voice and a good image, positive image for our community. You just see a lot of negative things about Mexican Americans, even like today, and she was just a real role model for us.
We heard the theme was hot and spicy salsa, so we dressed up like salsa. And my wife, who couldn't make it for the interview, is paste picante sauce, and our other son is Taco Bell hot sauce.
I am from Antonio Banderas, from the Mexican movie, yeah, and then Selena.
This is the grand prize for tonight's raffle, a brand new RAV4.
And here we go. Here I see the number ready. The winning number is 0191. Mr. Alex Sablan.
Alex Sablan. And let's give it up for Roberta, the mother-in-law accepting the key for the 2019 Toyota RAV4.
On behalf of my son-in-law, he's not here tonight because they were moving today, but I want to just thank the community on behalf of Alex and my whole entire family for the support. They are always coming out to support Red Cross.
And that looked like a lot of fun. On Guam, a construction worker is found unresponsive while on the job, and a local businessman filed a complaint in the district court to fight for the rights of the people of Guam. KUAM reports.
Half a day CNMI, here's what's making news on Guam. A construction worker on a project site in the village of Jigo was unresponsive when medics arrived at the scene Thursday morning. KUAM's Adriana Cotero reports.
Our workers that were here pulled him out and laid him on a board, started CPR on him right off, and I don't think he's going to make it.
This morning, a male in his late 40s went to work on a construction project site in Jigo with Wadman Corporation. According to safety officer Dan Wright, the worker was down in a 4 feet deep and 10 feet wide open footing. He was operating a small tamping machine to snap a line and then fell over.
4 foot deep, but it's about 10 foot wide, so there's no danger of falling in or anything like that, or the cave in or anything like that. It was just an unfortunate incident.
Immediately, the construction personnel called 911. Guam Fire Department spokesperson Kevin Riley tells KUAM that when they arrived, the man was uninjured, pulseless, and breathless. CPR was conducted at the scene and en route to Guam Regional Medical City. The construction company did not know the name of the man, as they have new workers coming in every day. Wright said they believe he may have had a heart attack while in the open footing.
As far as you knew when he came into work today, everything seemed fine?
Yeah. I think he took off yesterday because he was sick. Safety oriented here, we're a very safe site, and we're just sad that something like this had to happen. Just glad that it wasn't a fall or something like that.
Wadman Corporation is building the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints Temple and Meeting House. Construction began in June and is expected to be completed in a year. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
As of news time, the condition of the man was unknown. Local businessman Cedri Linsongan has filed a complaint in the district court against the United States, alleging the federal government is violating the constitutional rights of the people of Guam. At issue, the Farm Bill banning cockfighting, the denial of Guam's Washington delegate being allowed to vote in Congress, Guam not being able to have a senator in the U.S. Senate, and the denial of Guam's voting rights. Linsongan writes, quote, "We should not be denied to preserve our culture, custom, tradition, and political rights because it's secured by the U.S. Constitution." He argues, how would the U.S. citizens in the mainland react if the U.S. Congress bans horse racing, deer hunting, shooting birds and ducks, training whales, and other animals against their will? Stay connected via our KUAM mobile news app. Follow us on any of the social media platforms and sign up for our weekly email newsletter, KUAM Digital Digest, on our website. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas-Matinani.
Thank you, Sabrina. Coming up in the KSPN2 Sports Report, the Aces play a winning hand again. Hoop highlights galore next.
Faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tony Stearns of Marianas Medical Center. Tonight we're going to be talking about general health and ways that we can all keep ourselves healthy. These are ideas and suggestions that I'm going to be making to help improve your health. When we look around the community, we see many people who are very unhealthy, others who are quite healthy. And looking at why some people end up being healthy and some people are not involves looking at what people choose to do, their lifestyle choices. Whether or not we exercise, whether or not we're overweight, the foods we choose, whether we smoke or drink, and many other health issues and practices have a direct effect on our health. In the Marianas, we see diabetes, hypertension, overweight, high cholesterol, lack of exercise, and these are some of the biggest health issues we face because they result in illnesses that are very, very serious. We look at what illnesses kill people and what illnesses injure people or prevent them from doing the things they want to do. These are the big illnesses. And so much of what we end up with in terms of health and disease comes from the choices that we make on a lifelong basis. So starting off at a very young age with the diet that we eat as kids and whether or not we exercise, whether or not we drink or smoke, use drugs or engage in other unhealthy practices, these things will determine what illnesses we're likely to get as we get older. And I spend much of my time at work trying to educate people and trying to motivate people to do things in a healthier way. So as these health talks progress over the next few months, we're going to specifically look at what diets are better for people, what types of activities are good for people, how to quit smoking, how to get good prenatal care and well child care, and basically how to do things that keep us all healthy. And I'm hopeful that you'll be interested in these topics and pay attention to them. If you have questions or suggestions, please write in and call. We're hoping to address topics that are of interest to you and also to help the community become a healthier community and help people be aware of what they can do to make themselves and their families healthier. So I hope you have some interest in these topics. We look forward to seeing you week to week. Once again, this is Dr. Tony Stearns of Marianas Medical Center, and join us again next week for a Channel 2 Health Talk.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, this is championship week in the AKMIBL Semi-Pro League. Let's meet the contestants and see if the underdogs could pull off the upsets. From the darkness of night to the bright fluorescence of At a Gym, a doubleheader on Friday and on Sunday night. Game 1 of this best-of-3 series between number 2 MS Villagomez, Dream Team in red versus ITNE Eli Walgenbo. He swoops in, off the rim, Elmer Estrelon comes away with the ball. His head's up, he spots Darwin Barbo, who stops and pops and his shot drops. ITNE was up by 8 in third. Don Terragazo misfires, Barbo with the rebound. The Dreamers double team him. He passes out to Estrelon to J. Mark de Guzman to Bart Demabud for the bunny. ITNE was heating up just like the fans inside the gym. Estrelon to De Guzman. The no-look pass to Coldine. He should have looked because Coldine wasn't playing, but it was a good idea. Keone Dela Cruz misses from the trench. Jack Aranda rebounds. He sees Barbo beat the defense back for another bunny. Steve King off the rim. Barbo clears to Demapon to De Guzman. A close game was turning into a rout. As fans were fanning furiously, faster, trying to get cool. They couldn't. The hoop, the harm. The Dreamers' dream ends. They wake up to the cold, hard reality that IT&E is simply a better basketball team. Demopon misses the rebound. Dream Team can't rebound. Barbo reaches above everyone, goes glassing in. Fourth quarter was a total blowout. IT&E crushes MS Villagomez 94-59, 35-point difference. IT&E also won Game 2 on Sunday night, so they're advancing to the finals. On Friday, 5 different IT&Ers scored in double digits. Bart Demopon, Jack Duranda, Darwin Barbo, Errol Paredo, topped by J. Mark De Guzman with 17. IT&E to face the winner of 1 and 4. In this case, 1 is Ace, as in Vegas Aces, the only unbeaten team in the league. The Caravan Marauders in traditional white, the Vegas Aces in pastel blend, like rainbow sherbet. Kobe Santos gets the steal on the Marauders' opening possession. Second possession, Greg Sablan, another swipe for the Aces. Douglas Schmidt rifles the pass to Ethan Iverson all alone, so lonely all by himself under there. Marauders with the ball. Not anymore! The steal and the... Oh, too soft. Marauders bring up the ball. Not anymore! Another steal. The Aces had an incredible 32 of them in this game. They also had 32 assists. This one finds Iverson open. He led all Aces with 17 points. Here's that ball-hawking pressure defense that stifles all the other teams. Iverson's quick hands pokes the ball away. Santos picks up the ball, and this time he lays it in with certainty of purpose. Coach Joe Villagru says, well, he was wondering what to do. Ponce Raza, the bounce pass to Prince Factor. He misses once, but not twice. Sidney Quan to Alex Standish. Get out of the way for the 13th descendant of Miles Standish. The crowd was buzzing. Josh Andrews dishes to Quan off the back to Andrews. The spin, the pass to Standish, and no wonder this crowd was abuzz. Preston Baza, the bounce pass to Sablan for the reverse. Book it. After another steal in the backcourt leads to another lightning strike. It was Prince Factor saying, I need to do something. He takes it strong to the hole, draws the whistle. That's what he wanted, a three-point play. They needed about 15 of those. Too much Kobe, more moves than Jagger. Marauders had trouble covering him. He finished with 16 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 steals, while Schmidt had 8 steals, 6 assists, and 11 points. Aces win Friday and Sunday night to earn the right of playing ITD for the championship game. 1 Friday night.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total Resistant Exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Today's high 82, the low 73, humidity 85%. Tomorrow partly cloudy, isolated showers, east winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. High 87, low 77. The seas, there they are, 3 to 5 feet. Sunrise 6:17, high tide 7:53, low tide 1:39. Sunset 5:44, and the sunset will be at 5. Listen to this, Ashley.
What?
Sunset will be at 5:44 every night through December 2nd. December 2nd. That's 21 straight sunsets at 5:44. So get used to it.
I feel like I remember having this occur.
This happens
last
every
year.
year.
Yes, I remember this last year. Actually,
it's 20 or 21 straight consecutive days, and the same thing happens in June.
Yeah.
At the other end of the spectrum, when the days are. The difference in daylight each day is like 1 second. So
yeah.
That's why it's 5:44 every day for 3 weeks.
So when we have those extreme points, that's when it's pretty.
And then March and
same
April
time.
is when we get the So anyway, it's all. Anyway, just
Fun
interesting.
fact.
21 straight days, 5:44.
Yeah. Very interesting. Fun fact to know, and we don't have to guess.
But the
around.
sunrise changes. The
Okay.
sunrise changes.
So it's just the sunset that stays
Just
the
the
same.
sunset stays the same.
That's good to know. All right, well, happy Veterans Day to all of you out there.
Yes.
And have a great rest of your night.
Thank you, veterans, for everything that
thank
you've
you.
done for all of us.
Yep. Thank you. Have a great night. Tune in tomorrow night at 6.
Good night.